Hey guys, usually when I sit down in front of a camera, I have like a set script that I sort of follow, but today I don't, which is kind of different and honestly a little weird. But then again, we've had a lot of weird lately. 2020 was weird. And for me, I was really excited about 2020. At the start of the year, I was hopeful. I was, this is the year I'm going to graduate. I'm going to go new places. I'm going to try new things. But then COVID came and said nope to all of that. And I, like a lot of people, felt robbed. I'll never get to celebrate with my friends or walk for graduation. There are people that I just started to, get to know. There are things I still wanted to do. With all that being said, I think it's pretty safe to say that 2020 hasn't been the greatest. But I think with everything that's going on, it can be really easy to focus on all the negative aspects and ignore some of the good things that have come out of this year. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm glad that any of these things happened, but I do think some good has come out of it. I think the biggest adjustment was how much free time I suddenly had on my hands. And it forced me to think introspectively and consider what is important to me. Like I realized, okay, what do I actually want to spend my time doing? I think it can be really easy to just lounge around and, watch Netflix or play video games, just be lazy. But these times have made me realize what my priorities are. Because suddenly if I want to do something, I have to make a much larger effort to go and do it. I want to work hard and do my job well. All right, well, gotta be disciplined. I gotta work on my work ethic. I want to stay healthy. I want to be fit. Well, I gotta adapt. I gotta do home workouts. I gotta whatever. I want to stay plugged in church. All right, well, now I gotta get plugged in. I gotta attend virtual events. I gotta go to a lot of these Zoom meetings. So I guess what I'm saying is if everybody's at home and it's kind of like doing their own thing, nobody's like checking on you or nobody's keeping you accountable to do these things anymore. If you want something, you have to work a lot harder for it now. And we have to be a lot more intentional with how we spend our time. This sudden change made me realize what things in life, I was doing just because it was convenient and it was there. And then what things that I actually cared about enough to then go out of my way to pursue. I think this also bleeds into relationships, because you have to be a lot more intentional with your relationships as well. Because essentially all of your friendships, all of your relationships have now become long distance relationships. So if you wanted to keep a relationship strong, you gotta make an effort to reach out to them. You gotta schedule a call, you gotta spend time talking with them, whatever. And like it revealed tendencies and things about me that I don't think I would have known if, a global pandemic hadn't happened and forced me to take a step back and just have a hard look at how I was doing life. So now as this year kind of comes to a close and we're kind of entering this new year, 2021, I have a different perspective than I had maybe 12 months ago. Because when I entered this year, I had a lot of expectations, a lot of assumptions, bold claims, I'm gonna make the most of my last semester, I'm gonna graduate, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do that. But look at me now, like there are no guarantees in life. All those things that I thought I'd be able to go and do, none of them happened. I'm gonna share a verse here in the Bible, in James chapter 4, verse 13 to 15. It says this: "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow, we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life, where you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes? Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As much as this year has had its pains and sufferings, I think it's been a wake-up call for the whole world. I know it's been for me. Maybe I shouldn't speak on behalf of the whole world, but I think that this year has brought us all together, and it's forced us to get out of the chaos, out of the noise of daily life, and forced us to kind of reflect and recalibrate. I've learned a lot this year, and I'm grateful, because if this year had been different, I might not have stopped to think about any of this. And if you haven't had a chance to stop yet and take some time to really just reflect, I want to challenge you to do that. I'm not going to ask you, what did you do in 2020? I'm going to ask you, what did you learn in 2020? And how are you going to take that and apply it for the rest of your life?